how's it going, folks? Now, I know I'm lagging on the video, and this is something that maybe I should. It's something that it's been bothering me, and in the future we're heading to that direction. And I'm talking about from my experience, and this topic arises from my coworker who contacted me this morning, and it's about apps. And when I talk about apps, I'm not talking about Facebook, Twitter, or Snapchat. I'm talking about apps such as those who clock in and clock out for work, and perhaps lodge in your hours for your weekly or monthly, or use your facial recognition or your finger recognition for clocking and clock out for work. Now, this not may not be specifically towards all you guys out there, but I'm pretty sure you guys, those who can relate it, will get to the stage. Now, I'll get to the most relatable one. I've studied a course in university, Bachelor of Social Work last year, and they've introduced or rolled out ski. There's no role when it comes to attending to lectures. You can simply just, once the lectures is finished, you can watch it live, or you can stream the video when you get back home. But since they wanted to monitor you, and you have to have 80% attendance, including with your lectures, what they're introducing now, I'm not speaking all university, but it'll happen. What's going to introduce now is you download the app, download the university app, the unit lecture, and from what I experienced, you clock in, and as well you punch in. Sometimes there's a multiple choices on the lecture screen, and we have to submit whether yes or no, or which answer is the correct answer you do. And you go through that. You need 80% attendance rate. And also, um, I did very poorly, and I just hit the 46% mark. Um, just failed the course, and because that assessment was 40%, 45%. That's how much it worth. Now, the teacher went through the computer and say, "I'm sorry, you cannot redo or get a supplement assessment or redo your assessment because even though you hit 46%, so those who does not know, if you hit between 45 to 49, you get a supplement assessment or you get to redo your assessment again. When you hit, um, you have a choice to do it. Of course, you do it, and if you pass the unit, and that's it. You move on to next semester and start a new unit instead of redoing it or failing it. Now, the teacher also went through the app and say, "Oh, Will, um, you have a very poor attendance. You don't have 60%. I'm sorry, I cannot pass you through." Now, let that sink in. Oh God, my video is so laggy at the moment. Let that sink in, right? Because when you have that and you cannot fight back or prove your teacher that you attend more than that. But the teachers say, well, here's my attendance record on this app and this percentage. I've never seen you in lectures before recently. That's what they're going to fight back. And you're shocked. There's nothing you can argue about. And when you get to that stage, you feel hopeless. And that's why I said students for students and workers. It pretty much dictate and control your life. You try to sue, you try to do everything as much as you can, but you cannot come up with the solution saying, the technology is faulty, it's failed, or things like that. That's not an excuse that they're going to take, because they're going to say, we're not an IT technician. This is provided from the school. How dare you contradict our system? You get it? This will backfire you. What can you do? Nothing about it. And not only just that, but also in a workplace. So this happened just this morning. So me and my work colleague, we work at the same place, and you know what? We work and go for home visits, so therefore we don't need to go to the company or things like that. But we do clock in and clock out. So if you're roster at 12 o'clock, you're clocking at 12 o'clock, and you finish at 3 o'clock, you finish at 3 o'clock. Sometimes you start late, sometimes you finish early, sometimes you finish late. But when you get your pay slip of your fortnight, and your manager also, the counter teams will total sum up all the hours that you work for this fortnight. And when you retrace back to every single week and day how many hours you work in, and you add all of them up, and there's a huge gap, and they're paying you less, which you're supposed to work, for example, 40 hours, and you got paid 35 hours or 40 or 34 hours. The here becomes a problem. You can go back and argue with your employer and stated that, look, I've worked this and this and this much of hours. How come I got paid on this? For him, the manager will go on the computer and say, look, this is what I've been getting from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is what I'm getting from my app. Why are you like this? What is your proof? And it's very hard to argue, because how do you justify them? Even though they know it's wrong, but how would they know you attend on time and clock out on time? Or you work extra shift, extra hour? This becomes a worrisome, because what's going to happen in the future is this sort of type of form of technology will be widespread, because managers and supervisors will be replaced very soon. And, you know, and having a company completely run by automation, and you use the app and you get paid with your kilometers and things like that. And this is the problem. Then you ask yourself, you cannot argue. This is the danger part about the app. Whether you use finger, whether you use your, typing notes and things like that. This is a dangerous area, and it's a grey zone as well. It's got to be a struggle to fight back. And now, the Australian government has introduced a single touch payroll, where all employers and employers will submit hours per day, per week of the fortnight of you or the employer has worked, how many hours, and you submit to the taxation, the ATO, which is in Australia Taxation Office. And it goes on bounce back. There's going to be a bug somehow on these hours. And who are you going to blame? Are you going to blame the third party app for the ATO? That is not something you should be blaming on. It's a lot better if we go back to the stage where we do paper form or face to face with your manager and your co-workers and say, look, this is what I'm in and this is what I'm out. But now everything is being monitored, recorded, and nothing could be changed. This not only just happen for apps, but this also happen for government websites. And websites, they're very fixation. You can't alter it. You cannot, you cannot tell them your reason, or they're not going to accept that reason. They're not going to be lenient or loose. They're going to be very tight, squeeze you. You're still below us, and you can't fight back for it. Anyway, that's the video. I don't know how can I end this. Ending it now. Or maybe I should pull the plug off the webcam.